Hello friends and welcome back to Young Minds Unplugged. So this week we are going to talk about something very personal to the children or the kids, and we're going to touch upon a very sensitive topics, and that's relationships. Now when I say relationships, what do I mean by that? Is the nitty-gritties that these kids go through, the up and down that these children that they go through, maybe with friends or since they're teenagers, maybe they are into a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, and also the relationship in the house with their relatives or with cousins or with peers, everything that is actually included in relationship. So how do these kids handle them? What is the effect of these relationships that happens on their kids' personalities, on their behavior? So I'm going to turn to Avnish and ask him this question. So I am sure you must have had your own share of these nitty-gritties of relationship. So can you shed some light on this? Can you just tell us that how you sailed through this, your relationship with your friends, or maybe outside whatever relationship, maybe if you had a girlfriend or whatever, So can you just share a few things, and how did you sail through all these things?
Okay, so for me, relationships is like what you said. It's not just about a very close and intimate contact. It's mostly about there are multiple types of relationships, right? So there is friendships,
Of course.
and there are acquaintance-based relationships, and there's also like I guess a workplace relationship, right? So whenever I go to class or there's a professionality over there. So these multiple relationships actually they shape you up as well. Like usually you learn from these a lot.
Okay.
And it might be pretty hard sometimes to maintain some relationships, and some ones are just you click immediately, and you know how to you know where this is going then. So I've had a fair share of mine too.
Okay. Okay.
But not
I'm
mostly.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I have had mostly them in the friend region, right? So and mostly about the classes I go to and professional relationships. Not much in that romantic zone.
Okay, okay. But then when you said your class, work relationships, or then you have your friends which are there. So I'm sure you must have had your own ups and downs in these relationships too, right?
Yeah.
So can you just tell me how did these relationships affect you, or how did they shape you up, or you can say what effect it had on you? That is what I would like to know.
Okay, so for me, my friends, the relationship with my friends, it actually shapes up the way, like whatever mood I'm in, I come home, and whatever experience I've had, then that actually affects my work. So if I'm in a really good mood and I have had a good time with my friends, now that is what is known as a healthy relationship. That is reflected in my work then later on.
Okay.
If I'm doing any work at night, or if I'm to study,
Okay.
or anything at all. So and also on some of the relationships they might not be as smooth sailing. Some of them there's mostly like a back and forth fighting, or there might be some other reason, but those in the end, at the end of the day, they feel natural, because I do fight with some of my friends, or I don't agree with some of my friends, and it's not a bad thing. We agree to disagree. We don't have to solve a solution or get to a solution just because to maintain a relationship which is, oh, like to the world, like publicly we present it as, oh, we are good buddies or something. No, that's actually not necessary, because for me, maintaining even that back and forth fight, it's still for me, it's a routine, it's healthy, and when I come home I feel completely fine.
Okay. Because I remember many a times, you used to come home and used to be a little sad, or maybe not in your mood, as per se, like you're not chirpy at all. And I remember, me poking you, saying that, okay, what's wrong? Why are you looking so sad? So was that time when you were, kind of had a fight with your friends, or you were, into some disagreement with your friends? What was that like?
Okay, so that's when a relationship it becomes disorganized, or things just don't feel right. So when it comes to my friends, obviously there are going to be ups and downs, but sometimes when there is a really peak, or there's a really like low point in which we never meet at all, then it actually starts becoming a part of your life, and it starts actually eating you up. So for me, it was like I do remember this one experience I had with one of my friends. I stopped talking to him because we hadn't met for, I think it was the COVID years, and even a little bit further than that. We hadn't met for a long time, and after we got back together, it just didn't feel natural. So
Okay.
I came home, and obviously I had to smile downstairs. It was like we were catching up, but when I came back, it was completely different, and I didn't feel like expressing it to you or to my dad. So I didn't really talk about it much. You asked me about it, that how are your friends, how are they doing, how is he doing, but I didn't give an answer because I actually had nothing to share.
Okay, okay, I can understand. But then, are you still in talking terms, or you don't no more talk with that friend?
I do still. Like, I mean, obviously, we both discussed it. Actually, we met up the next week, and we talked over it, that what happened. There was something, and now there is not much. There's not much talking. But he said that it's fine, and we can again rebuild it. We basically, the best way, the solution for this is to just talk back, like think back at your good memories with each other, and or just I would say Google Photos is really helpful for this kind of
Really?
thing. Yeah, looking
Okay.
back at memories. Yeah,
Oh,
then
that's
it kind of
interesting.
yeah, then starts coming back. So I am in contact with him now. Yeah.
You're in contact, but when you said that earlier you had a good relation, and then during the COVID times, you guys kind of drifted away and all
Yeah.
that, and when you met again and it was a casual, and you didn't find that connect again, that rejoining didn't happen again. When this happened, of course, you must have felt a little bad. It must have not, you must have felt a little sad also, because has it grown, or has it still been on that same level where kind of you're still acquaintance?